Ballinagore Harriers are affiliated with the Master of Harrier Association. We managed to get registered after 6 months of starting off, which is quite an achievement, I think, and it was great teamwork to get there. The Ballinagores originally were hunted by the Murphy family, and that's where the name comes from, because Ballinagore is apart from Blackwater, and that's where it originated from. So we reactivated them basically at the 12th of January 2014. So we're finishing our 3rd season now. There's between 50 and 80 members every year, which I think for a young club is quite strong. I suppose we're very fortunate because we have quite a young club. Our average members would vary between maybe 16 and 50. We have an odd younger one, maybe an odd older one, but I think that makes our club very active. And we're affectionately known as the Ballygowan Beagles.
The meets are kind of decided by the committee, because the committee actually runs the hunt. I'm the huntsman and master on the day of hunting. I see all the farmers. We try to see them on a Tuesday, so we can. To make sure that everything is in order and their land is alright and the stock is not in the way. Then we walk the country and see where we can go, because there's an awful lot of winter cordon down this part of the country as well. So we do all that, and then we hunt it. And then I fence it then with a fencing man on the Monday. We always go back on the Monday and fence. This year every Monday seemed to be a wet day, so we were well watered. In the kennels at the minute now we're carrying maybe about 25 couple. That'd be 25 couple maybe of hunting hounds now. We have about 12 couple of pups there now at the minute. They'll be coming in, I'll be entering them now next September when they'll enter into the pack. We'll do a good bit of work through them now into summer, where they'll be coupled to the older hound and learn their trade as they go along, and exercising on the bikes and down the fields and all this kind of to understand the hunting terms. And then sure they go then out and around. We start cubbing then around after the Dublin Horse Show. That's when we start cubbing. We have 1 litter on the ground there now. Nice little litter, very well marked, black and whites. I love them. There's 9 of them on the ground now. 4.5 couple, as we say. We'll keep them. They'll stay here then on the mother till 12 weeks, and then after that then members of the club will come and take a couple and walk them, and they'll hold on to them then for hopefully 6 months, but some of them don't. They only hold on to them for a month or two, because once they start getting bigger they get bolder. On a hunting day we would take between 11.5 and 12.5 couple of hounds. We always believe in taking the half, because I was always taught the half was lucky, and that's why we always take the 11.5 and 12.5. We always carry that. Hounds are always counted in like couples, or if a half, if one is 2 is a couple and 1 is a half, and they're always called hounds. Like, you never call them dogs, like you always have to.
And Global is a very special hound for us, I suppose, because he managed to bring home the Irish Master of Harrier Association All-Ireland Cup, which was a very nice thing for us to witness, I suppose, as the committee. When Billy went to his very first show and he didn't expect to get anywhere, and then came home with his whole arm full of rosettes and, you know, this great big trophy. So as a club we're absolutely delighted.
It's very important to me that my riders are turned out in traditional hunting attire.
With very strong words of Billy in mind, we as the committee had to come to a conclusion on how we might improve the attire of our members. And we came up with a workshop after the hunting season last year with a lot of young members, and it worked really well. We had them here for a day and we showed them Billy's work in the kennels. We showed them how to proper tie hunting stock, what you should wear in the hunting field, how you should behave on the road, in farmers' yards, what the terminology is, I suppose, as well of hunting. And we had a great success because this year our younger members were turned out so well that we could really see it made a difference. So shouting is not sometimes always the answer. Maybe we just took a little bit of a different approach, which worked well.
Our meet today was in Ballinagore, but we meet Michael Condon and Mary Kyo's yard, which would be members of the Ballinagore, so they are. There was a good crowd out, good few visitors. I think there's about 60 mounted.
I really enjoy the hunting. I think it's a great sport. I done a lot of it when I was younger. As Mary Kyo, who hunts the Bree and the Wexford foxhounds, would be a godmother of mine. I would have done a lot of it and she would have taught me a lot. It stood me a lot. Now, not so much. It's just I enjoy it. I enjoy the fun, the sport, and the crowd, and everything's a great day out. And I mostly just do it for the fun now. I am riding a horse of Mary and Michael's, Richard's his name, and I think he's very good, but we'll find out now very shortly.
Sure, I'm here with the young lad, and sure he's hunting. He's off school today for the day, so hopefully we'll be back in one piece. Actually, we go once a week, like Ballinagore is mostly. Go to the Breeze then a few of the days. They're very good now. They let you go a few of the bigger days. There'll be a bit of jumping, worthwhile going down and a good bit of jumping. And the islands hunt at home as well, so we might go 1 or 2 days with them. But it's mostly Ballinagores now.
Try to get out as much as I can, depending on with work and trying to juggle things around the place. During Christmas the hunting always gets a little bit better after Christmas, so during Christmas and after Christmas try to get out a little bit more. And today I'm riding a chestnut gelding by Pacino, with the legendary Pacino that was on numerous Nations Cup winning teams with Clem McMahon, out of a Covers Diamond by Mare, and Shane Breen, international show jumper, is actually the owner of the horse, which he enjoys a good bit of hunting with the Wexford hounds also. He's gone on the Sunshine Tour for the last couple of weeks, so he's left the horse with me to have as a second horse. And the horse possibly, maybe the next time you're interviewing Lark, will be after winning the Grand Prix.
I'm hunting 3 days a week. I've been out for the last month with a knee injury, but today's my first day back. I whip with the Ballinagores here and the Kilkennys 2 days a week. I'm riding a 7-year-old horse today. My own fella, he's hunting nearly every day with me.
The country we'd have is kind of banks, double banks, ditches, flies, hedges, gates, rivers. We'd have a lot of kind of different type of country, so we would. If you go, say, up Ballindagan side, it's a lovely kind of country. You have kind of hedges, fly in the ditches, a few drains. But if you come down to our side is Glenbrine, Killena, around that part of the country is where you have big double, because the land is a lot wetter, so the drains are bigger and wider to hold water, and that's where you need a good horse that has a fit leg.
That's horse on his back now. You may get a digger for him.
Our club is run by the committee. That means that the committee is actually taking charge of every activity of the hunt or of the club, bar the actual hunting of the hounds, which Billy is employed to do that job for us, and I think he's doing quite a good one. So other than that, would be occupied with trying to run fundraisers or trying to finance this whole operation, which is not easy. I think everybody only sees the hounds on the Sunday coming out of the trailer, but doesn't really realise how much work and maybe how much money is involved in keeping the show on the road all year round. When the 16th of March comes and the hunting is over, that's not when it stops. So we then as a committee have to think about what else we could do to keep the club at flow during the summer, to keep the hounds fed and to keep Billy fed and watered, I suppose. Last year we had a great success with our field day, where we had a donkey derby and a hound show, a dog show. We had gate jumping. We had a great time with the tug of war. Our big fundraiser this year is going to be the Fancy Dress 10 Mile Madness Cross Country Hunt Challenge. It's going to take place in Ballinagore on Saturday the 12th of March.
It's very satisfying for me as a huntsman, knowing my hounds hunted well and my riders enjoyed their days hunting. And a special thanks to our landowners, because without them, the hunting wouldn't exist.